ask you guys a question. Do you guys consider YouTube social media? Because I don't.
I do. And you know what? This sounds crazy to say, but if I could have the power right now, I would ban all social media. I'm sorry about your channels. I really am. But I just, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like with YouTube, you can end up being on there for so long. And it's just like TikTok, apart from the fact you're watching one video, and most of the videos that get promoted on YouTube are garbage. They just are. Like, you don't really get promoted unless you search for it, some like a podcast or something.
Yeah, you have to work on your algorithm, don't you? Because I know if I set up a fresh YouTube channel, it's just a load of absolute crap.
Mr. Beast
Yeah, Mr.
gives
Beast.
like, who
Really?
cares? Who cares about that stuff?
My feed is all like more kind of these types of topics. Yeah, it's these topics. Like I feel like my feed is actually useful. Like it's not some random, but the shorts, I mean, even that too. It just depends what you watch for sure. But to me, I don't consider YouTube social media because I don't know, I feel like you can gain more from it and I don't know. That's just me. That's just how I see it.
I think I consider it social media, but not to the extent it's not like I'll look at Instagram. I look at Instagram a bit more of like a junk kind of social media. Like a YouTube, as in you can educate yourself on YouTube, but there is still the element there where there are videos that are junk. And I deleted Instagram, but I found myself, I didn't delete YouTube. I deleted Instagram, Facebook, all the like standard social media apps. But I kept YouTube. But I found myself now, like I don't use the other ones, but I use YouTube a lot.
Is that just a cope now because you've only got one social media app, so you find yourself just constantly on one?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Okay.
I was gonna say the thing with YouTube though is like, yeah, it's social media, but you can't really DM people. You can only interact in the comments. Like,
Oh wait, they'll probably introduce that. Just wait.
Yeah, they might.
No, I don't know. I feel like they're just like any other social media. Like even looking at the comments, like, you know, when you watch a video and you scroll down in the comment section, that is to get another hit of dopamine, maybe because your brain.
Yeah, because I do that. I watch a couple of minutes of a video and I'm straight into the comments.
Yeah, just
yeah, because your brain's like, okay, I'm bored. I need to see something else, you know. And that's actually affected me. Like I took this break because I have overstimulated my mind, and my dopamine receptors they're not there. They're done.
But to be fair, with YouTube, if I'm watching a video and I'm usually watching topics that are going to teach me something new or learn something new about the world, in my head I go to the comments to see what other people's thoughts are on the video, like extra sort of analysis on the video. Do you know what I mean? So,
but it's like reading a book. Unless you actually take action from that video, you're literally just like, is there any point in watching it? It's like when you read a self-improvement book, are you just reading it just to cope? Because unless you take action on it, like there's no point really.
Yeah, and like I find myself forgetting a lot, like, but maybe it's like another reason, but even videos, sometimes I'll watch them a bit sped up, and I think that's bad for you too. Like I tend to type fast, I tend to look at things fast, so even videos sometimes I'll speed them up like 1.25. Not because I don't know, because it's just easier for me, but then I'm like, I think that's probably affecting me too.
Because you talk at 1.25 as well.
I know, I'm a fast talker, I'm a fast typer. I don't know, it's just how I am. Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
He talks quite fast, Ben Shapiro, anyway, doesn't he?
I think you have to now. That's why I've tried with my channel to not talk as fast.
Yeah, that's why I try not to be monotone, because I feel like people are more engaged when you talk with your hands, when you seem all like, energetic, because people get bored easily. That's what it is. That's the problem too with, I guess, YouTube. It's you got to really engage people within like the first, I don't know, 10 seconds, or else that's it. And people's attention spans are not helping with that.
Funny you say that, because I noticed this the other day. Like I was watching, I forgot what it was. I was watching something on Netflix, and this used to happen to me when I was like really young, but it's not happened to me like in my sort of older-ish years. But I was watching it and I wasn't listening to what was. I was watching it. I was just sat there literally watching it. All my focus was on it, but I wasn't taking in anything. And then after about 5 minutes, I just thought, oh, I've just missed all of that, but I was focused on it. So I had to rewind it, watch it again. And I was just like,
were you actually watching it, or were you doing something else at the same time?
No, my whole focus was on
Oh,
screen. but I just my mind just blanked out, and I was just like, what? Wandered off.
Dopamine, bro. Dopamine receptors.
I don't know what, it's not happened to me that before, and it was weird. It happened like two times over the last couple of weeks.
Maybe we should get that checked. I don't know about that one.
I've never, it's ever happened to me.
I don't know, mate.
Maybe you were zoning out type of thing.
I don't know. My mind was just wandering off. Maybe it wasn't that interesting of what I was watching.
Oh, well, Netflix is crap at it. No, I'm joking.
There's that new thing on Netflix. I've not watched it yet called Wacko. Have you heard of it?
Wacko.
Called Wacko on Netflix.
What's it about?
It's a documentary about an American apocalypse. So, Texas 1993, a cult leader faces off against federal government in a 55-day siege that begins with the biggest gunfight on American soil since the Civil War. I don't know if anyone's ever heard, maybe a list because you're closer to it, but it was in 1993, so I don't even... I've never heard of this thing going on before, but that's what it's about. And
this is the one you zoned out in?
No, this is something I've not watched yet, but I want to watch it. I don't think I'll zone out to this.
And let us know, bro, and then, maybe we can get something sorted for that, because I don't know. I'm a bit worried now. But I mean, I've just cut off I've tried to cut off social media, but especially when you get involved with like the culture stuff, it's so easy just to find yourself scrolling every single day, because like so much goes on. Like I'm scrolling on Twitter and I'm seeing so much go on all the time. I'm like, whoa. Well, and before you know it, I've got to go to sleep. And I thought I woke up half an hour ago. So it's just like, I don't know. I do think they're designed like that because obviously the more time you spend on there, the more money they make. But they have to keep you on there.
Yeah, I just kind of try to tell myself, like, if you keep doing this, you'll have a mental breakdown, you get all anxious, and I try to kind of limit it, because it's true though, because it's, if you take in all the information, or if you just take in all like the negative stuff, then it could affect the way you see things. Because I also noticed, like, definitely our environment and what we consume definitely affects our perspective and who we're around and all that. So that's the thing also with social media. It's just, yeah, you just have to be very selective in what you watch and what you decide to do.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like some of the things I look into, like I go down deep rabbit holes, but you can sort of get sucked into those rabbit holes and stay in them. So you just like have to be like, I have to consciously like pull myself out. And
is that because you don't like the real world? Do we find ourselves going down these rabbit holes and staying on social media because we just don't like reality?
I think it depends. With rabbit holes, I think it depends on the rabbit hole, because I guess I might agree with you there, because you're going down rabbit holes to basically, most of the rabbit holes disagree with what's going on with reality today.
Yeah. Is it because
I've actually thought about that before?
People feel so disenfranchised now. They just want to stay online where they can create their own reality digitally instead of creating their own reality physically in the real world, because it's easier to just sit there and pretend like you're something you're not on social media, because there's nothing to stop you from doing it. But as soon as you go out in the real world, you don't matter,